Okay, hello guys. Today we are gonna analyze a game and try to guess which game. Three, two, one, and it's chess analyzing. So today we have seen a game review. So game review can help us to review our game, and I won. So it is my number 2015 and Shahi 59. So brilliant. He did zero. I did zero. He did zero. I did two. In best he did 14. I did 23. In mistake he did 4. I did zero. In miss I did 2 and he did 0 and nobody did in blunders. So let's start continue review. Okay. So this is the opening with the king's pawn controls the center. So it controls the white square to be honest, but it also is like that's also a center. So that's why it controls the center. Then he moves to do the French defense. Then I support the French defense. This is a French defense. So I do this and then I do this. And this is actually a good move. You know why? Then now it is time to shine. Now I move this and then he does this. Then you know I trap him. I trap his queen. I trap his queen. Then he does this. Then I do the knight move because I left the pawn remaining and not the horse is not going there. You know why? Because that's why I moved the queen with it. That's why I moved the queen, this queen, so it can support it. And then he left it. The pawn will cut it now. It's like a free thing. Then it was a EXF6. So you actually won material by capturing a queen. So like it's a great move, but like when it is a great move, it's actually like the queen is the best game in the chessboard. So if we cut it, it's like you will get good move and something like this. So then it's recaptures. Like it's a best move and I did an excellent. You offered it. Exchange. Then that's fine. But first of all, can anybody tell me how is that fine when your bishop is hanging right there in a free time? Your bishop is hanging. Then I took it because that was the best move. Then he did. The opposing knight is kicked by a pawn and must now move or be captured. So I moved it. This is a good time for you, lot of trouble. Then he moved the. Actually, to me, I should actually do the pawn to the c2, pawn to c4 because of this thing. I think what can happen, like they can attack the knight, and I don't know where is knight gonna run. There's no escape for it. Only one escape is there, and but also it will control the bishop's way. So then if we do it like this, it can be developed and then we can cut the horse or something, knight, and then like the bishop square is just gone. So that's why the bishop will stay there only, and then it's like, so we can move the next. And I was actually finding a checkmate as you allowed the opponent to win a rook through a fork, and by the mistake of the checkmate he actually forked me, and I realized then it was actually a bad move. So then black will be winning that fork. So as I was trying to cut it with the king's move, so it happened wrong and then it was a free rook. So I moved. Actually, you think I'm trying to cut it now, but same, now I made a very good choice of doing this move. Or you can also control the center and I didn't move this pawn at all, so it still controls the center. It's good. Then he moves the bishop to move it nicely, as I told. And when I moved it, he actually, it's actually a good move. To me, it's the best move, because this one is the best move to me, because this is, when I do this, it's actually a discovered check to the bishop. And if you think the bishop kings, so what happens? The rook will be developed by this thing. So that's why he moved to a safer square. So when he moves to a safer square, nice work, you will be winning materials. No, actually, then he blocks the attack on a pawn that could be used for captured. So he tries to cut my queen, but as little he didn't know that if I cut the knight and the pawn, there's no plan. So that's why I made the horse go here, and that's why I made the queen go there, and I checked everything carefully, and it was actually very good. So that's why I did it, and this is excellent. Then you move it. That's the best move. Then I moved it there. Then he moved it there. Like, he's just attacking the knight again and again. That's why to run again and again. So then I moved it like here. You offered the chance of like this. So then, like, you offered your opponent to the chance to trade of equal materials. So then he did this. I thought that was actually a best move. To his, if he castle O hyphen O, if he did that, it could be good. It could be actually good. You could be in a safer square. Then this activates the rook. A rook by developing its starting square. Then if you move, if you do the O hyphen O, it's actually very bad, because and if you guys don't know what is the difference between O hyphen O and O hyphen O. So O hyphen O hyphen O is actually a move to the castle. If you are a black castle, if you are a black guy, just look at the right. That's the O hyphen O hyphen O. But if you look at the left side of the black, it is O hyphen O. So I am trying to tell that O hyphen O is a bad move, because all the pawns are going up. It can be a very bad move, and it's like you can check him very nicely. So that's why I think, to me, you should do O hyphen O hyphen O. So then I cut it, as this is a rare material. Then he takes back. As you know, the bishop is trying to cut. Why didn't I cut the bishop? Because of the pawn is right there. So I moved it, tried to cut that pawn, but he knew my strategy, so he did this. And you think, why did I do this? This is so weird. But why I did this? Because then so I can develop a discover check. So then he cut it, and as he did, he also gave me the check. So if I cut with the queen, the bishop will get. So I don't want my queen to be loose by a bishop, so that's why I can do the pawn. So because there's no double structure, so that's why I did this. Then it is actually not a mistake. Then I cut it. Then he cut it. And then, guys, never do this. But I forgot the queen. When I do this, it's a discover rook attack. So when I do this, I missed a opportunity to capture a free rook. Yeah, free rook. I forgot there was a free rook. So that's why sometimes you have to play a little more careful. Now the bishop moves, and this is a good move. This moves the bishop to more active square. Then I move this. This is the best to get over into action. And if you think, how is this right now? Because this is for a long time. If you rewind and say, look at the whole game, this bishop has not even moved a single piece time. Then he checks. Then I move. Then he checks again. Then I move. Then he checks. Then I move. But as I did a inaccuracy move, and this is the baddest move I ever heard in my life. So I did this. Then he did this, meaning that the queen with a fork. So guys, never do mistakes like I just did. Sometimes you guys can do, because sometimes you don't realize that, as I didn't realize, so that's why I went there. So then he actually did a great move, not a great move, then he did actually the best move, not even an excellent. Best move is better than excellent. So we did the best move, and then to run, there's no way. If I even went in the white square, he would cut it, but it would be a discovered check. So that's why I could not take revenge, and I need to take the revenge. So I moved here, then he captured the queen with materials, but as I'm not letting that rook go away with that queen, so die. Then he died as I took back. So then he moved a pawn to kick my bishop, but then this way you can win a pawn. But anybody tell me that how to win a pawn like this? Then I moved this, your knight. Then he tried to, actually it's a strong move, he tried to do a check to me, but I ran from the check. So then he did this, but then I actually did this because of he did the rook because of the pawn. The pawn is about to be cutted. But when it's about to be cutted, it can die. So this he actually did a good move. So then I do a good move too. It's getting your get your bishop off its square. So in action. So this is not the best, but it's okay. To me, I actually don't find anything interesting on this one. So nice, definitely the right move. And as me, same, definitely the right move. Then I missed the best opportunity. Then he did the best opportunity, I think. The threatening rook. But then I moved the rook, and as this, I'm playing a checkmate right now, because the bishop is protecting the square, and the white square is protected by the knight. So it's actually a good move. So then it is actually, then it's a best move to stop the opponent to playing a checkmate, and that's me. So he tried to do it, but then I was actually forced to take it. I had no other choice to take it, so I was actually forced. There's no good for me, there's no great for me, there's no brilliant for me, there's no great move for me. Whatever it is showing arrow sign, that means it is forced. You have to be forced, you can't do anything. And then you lose it. So rook in this way. Then I cut the free pawn. Then he checked. Then I cut the free pawn again. Then he did this to win material. But as I missed the opportunity to checkmate him. So then I should actually do another move, but recaptures. Then I did a pawn, then an excellent move. Like this is wins a pawn. So then this gets away from the checking bishop. Like this is a check also. It wins a pawn and also it's a check. So then he moves back. Then I do this. So this is actually a good move. So then this is a well done excellent move to run away. Then he did that. That's fine, that's fine. This time I don't find anything interesting on this move. Then I'm getting my rook to a 7 is a powerful source. You activating your rook and restrict the opponent's king. So then he checks me. But not a mistake because it was free. So then I moved. But then I noticed my bishop is gonna die. So he actually knew it, so that's why he did it. Then my bishop died. Then I moved here. And you guys are thinking, why did I move here? It's so boring. Because actually it wasn't like a checkmate. So moved here, he checked. And then there's no things. He did a mistake. He should actually do here. The h5 pawn to c5. That was the best move he can ever do right now. But he missed the opportunity to do it. And if you even know that he could move the king to e7, 8, e8 is a good move. Not going to die. Like, why didn't he at least do e8? The king, if I checkmate him, he will actually have a place to move. If I was in this position, I would do e8. But he didn't see. So this announced the move, then to play checkmate. And then at the last move, the checkmate was a great one. And the great move, here comes just guess which piece I'm gonna checkmate him with. 3, 2, 1, the rook! And always feels nice to me. And that's true, I feel nice, but I feel sad too. There's 2 reasons. First, I feel nice because I won. I can be a good chess player. And second, I feel sad too because of the opposite opponent. Would he make 2 knife of chess? That's my wish. Always everybody can win and always everybody lose. But sometimes it happens or it not happens. So whoever liked my video, please like and subscribe the video because I love you guys and it took me a lot of effort for you guys. For you guys, I'm making this video channels. For you guys, I'm making channels. But I never make channels. Guys, please help me out in this game. So please like and subscribe the video and we can see you tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Thank you guys. Bye bye.